This video is about Google Summer of Code, which is also known as GSOC. Why create a course on GSOC? Because I came across a lot of questions on Quora related to how does a student get accepted in the GSOC community, what kind of projects he can do, what language he must code in. So there are lots of questions around GSOC, which is why I thought I would create a course on it. And I'm going to create maybe a list of 4 or 5 videos which is going to help you uh, get introduced to the world of GSOC as well as get accepted, kind of maximize your chances of getting accepted. So here we go. So what is GSOC first of all? So GSOC is an international program focused on bringing more student developers into the open source world. So students work with an open source organization for a period of 3 months on a programming project during their break from school. So what is in it in GSOC for the developers or for the students? Why should they aspire or strive towards being selected in GSOC and be part of the GSOC community? So I think there are two important reasons why a student should strive for being part of GSOC. The first being resume. So once you have been part of a 3 month project in GSOC, it'll be a great addition to your resume. So once you have passed out of college and you start interviewing and applying to companies, you will realize that you have given yourself a talking point when you go to these interviews. Many of your interviews might end up being just about this one open source project you did. So it is a great resume addition and it will help you get a job very easily. If you are able to talk about what you did in that project and able to convince your interviewer that you did a great job. Other than that, it also gives you a GitHub profile which anyone can see and with the help of which you can showcase and uh, prove that you have these CS skills or language specific skills, or which kind of will prove that okay, on a general level you are a competent programmer. The other most important gain that a student developer will have is industry experience. So it's the closest you can get to working in real company or a corporate. So you learn about the software development life cycle, how it goes. You learn about agile because that's what all these organizations will be using internally. You'll learn about unit testing, about documentation, about presenting your work, discussing how to take feedback. So there are lots of other things which you need to know when you are part of a company, and these are the things that you learn in advance because of this 3 or 4 month old project that you're part of. And another reason which I think most students will be attracted to and will be most happy about is a stipend. Google gives a handsome stipend for the period of time you work towards open source development, which is as part of GSOC. So that's also one good thing. So these are the reasons that the student developers have to aspire to GSOC. But what are the reasons that these open source organizations uh, guide and mentor the student developers? So the foremost reason is this is an opportunity for them to brand or market their organization and kind of give a flavor of how it is to work for an open source organization to the student developers. So the open source organizations are really smart. They're trying to get contributors who are students early on. And once a student has worked on a project for 3 or 4 months and knows the code base and knows the people who work on it, there is a large possibility that he might continue contributing for years at end. So this is what GSOC is about, and let me quickly go through the entire process. Uh, and if you have any questions, please ask in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. So the program will be announced, and you have to be kind of aware and kind of you know be proactive and in finding out okay what's happening in the Google Summer of Code website always. So organizations, lots of organizations will apply. Not all organizations get selected. So once you know the list of participating mentor organizations, the interested students should begin discussing project ideas with them. Once they have finalized on a project idea, they should register and submit their application. After some time, the students who are accepted will be announced and they'll be paired with a mentor. After that, there's a 1 month community bonding period, after which the coding period, which lasts around 2.5 to 3 months, will begin. And in this zone, you will code features, you will learn to know about SDLC, documentation, unit testing, other things as well, which is going to give you a real experience of the industry. It's a great exposure. And then finally, results will be announced, and whoever has been, whoever, whichever students have passed, uh, will be happy to know that they have aced the program. So, thanks guys for listening to this video, and in the next video, I'm going to talk about what other frequently asked questions there are around the topic of GSOC, which is how do I select an organization? How do I select which language I should contribute using? And um, which domain I should pick? And how do I maximize my chance of getting selected as a GSOC student? How do I draft a proposal? So I'm going to answer all these questions in the next few videos, so stay tuned.